Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Subsistence. It's another snowy day, but that's okay. We probably should eat a little bit because we're probably going to get cold. We don't have a lot to eat, guys. We really don't. I'm going to have to work on getting some more food. Let's just drink the water from the campfire over here, or sorry, the wood burning stove over here. Let's top that up with a little bit of wood that I don't really want to use for this reason, but we're going to use it anyway because I don't have enough stuff to craft any type of fuel brick. As you see here, I do have a new pickaxe. I also have a lockpick, so we're doing okay today. We have on some of our winter clothing. We have on the better quality clothes that we did craft at the end of the last episode. So, let's get out in the snow and see what we can find today. And if we happen to find ourselves a lockpick, we can grab, or a locked crate, sorry. We can grab that because we have that lockpick in our inventory, which is lovely. The wolves have not turned over to the white wolves yet. As you can see, there is a wolf right there. I'm not interested in attacking him, but we probably should be interested in it because I'm sure his meat will be lovely and we'll definitely be interested in that later. But currently we are not really gonna attempt to kill him at the moment. I really wanted to do a little bit of a dive for pearls because we don't have very many and I know we're gonna need those, but we're gonna be freezing if we do that. This is a good place to start looking for a locked crate down here around these bigger trees. As you can see, the sun is just coming up. It's very early this morning. It's very, very windy as well. Hopefully it's not too noisy for you guys. It's a little bit noisy for me, but that's okay. We'll manage. I'm going to grab a bit of wood because we're going to need it for the campfire as well as the grub or worm, as I call it, for some fishing bait if we're able to do very much fishing for very much longer, because of course the lake does freeze over, and that will benefit us quite a bit when we're heading across the lake over to the mineral extraction site for lithium and that kind of stuff. I would love to be headed over there today to look for more lithium. Unfortunately, it's a bit far from our base, and I don't really want to go too far away because I'm afraid we're going to freeze to death out here. There appears to be several crates in this area, which are lovely. I think there might even be one on the other side of the rock over here. But we're going to just check around and see what we can find, and hopefully if we find another crate, it'll have lovely loot inside. But maybe that's all I saw was the logs over here. But 2 crates isn't bad. I'm not complaining about 2 crates at all, guys. That's lovely. I am going to try to grab as much plant fiber today as I can because we need the cordage for more building pieces. And we have quite a bit of wood now that the logs are just laying on the ground in different places. It definitely makes grabbing those a lot easier. I did end up finishing the other side of the base. I did place a window, a wall, and a doorway, as well as a door and some stairs over there. That definitely helps us with another way in and out of the base, especially if there are rogues on one side or the other of the base, and we don't want to have to kill those. I've had them spawn right outside my door in the past, and we would just have to hang out in our base for most of the day until they decided to move after midnight. I've even had them so close to us that they started shooting at us before, just from their, spawn point. A little bit of an ore just here. I think it might be iron, but it also could be potassium in this light. I wouldn't know. It is iron. That's lovely. What are you? A wolf? I really need the meat from that thing. Desperately need it. This definitely makes things a bit more difficult being out in a storm like this. because of course visibility is reduced, as well as our hearing is definitely reduced because we cannot hear a thing out here for this noisy storm. But it's kind of my fault for being out in it. We could have definitely stayed at the base, but we wouldn't have gotten anything done there. We don't have a lot of resources. We don't have a lot of food, so at least this way it lets us get out and attempt to get some resources, if nothing else. I have found a locked crate in this area before in the past. Usually around these bigger trees are the best locations to look for locked crates. That arrow is lovely. I'm not complaining about that. Killing an animal right now would just be super difficult, especially like a deer or something that we couldn't see very well. I'm not sure if the deer will be out in this kind of storm. Maybe they will be. We had some pretty good luck with those in the last episode. We did kill a couple of those, as a matter of fact. Okay, I'm not seeing any lock crates over here. We did see one a little bit higher up last time as well. So of course we're not going to see a lock crate when I have a lockpick on me. But that's just, you know, par for the course for us. So definitely not too concerned about finding one of those today. I don't think we're going to. But you never know. I'm definitely loving all of this plant fiber as well as these crates that are out today. It seems like there are several more crates out today than normal, which is lovely because we are getting quite a bit of loot, which I absolutely desperately need. A couple of protein bars would also be nice. You know, if we could get a couple of those, I wouldn't complain about that. Let's just jump up in here and put some loot away for now. Super quiet in here. Loving it. Not complaining at all about the quiet time. It's very nice. Okay, and I think this stuff goes over here. You as well. I'm gonna eat one, if not both, of these blueberries. And I'm just gonna have them both. Worms. Where would a worm go in this crate? Maybe down here? I don't know, guys. That seems like a pretty good location for a worm. I wanted to show you guys that I did finish up over here as well. We still have our tomatoes and things growing. We have water underneath us for now. I'm not sure if that will freeze up at some point or not. But if it does, we can always just grab some snow outside, guys. It's not that big of a deal. So as you see, we do have a door, a window, and a wall placed over here. Come on. As well as these stairs over here, which I'm okay with. There's a bear down there. Not okay with that. Excuse me. So hopefully we can find something great out today. You hear Copper roaming around, guys. He is doing that. He's just jumping around trying to find a comfortable spot on the couch. And that's okay. So it sounds like the wind isn't nearly as bad as it was, which is good, because I don't really enjoy it being so windy that we can't hear what's going on around us. And it's so noisy. Trying to play like that with headphones on, guys, it's very, very noisy. Okay. I know we're getting into Bravo base territory over here. I would love to raid those guys. I truly would. I actually need a couple of things from them as well. Weapons parts would be nice. Okay, there's an ore that is despawned up here. It kind of just breaks apart. Okay, let's just have a little look-see up here and see what's going on. I know we are definitely getting close to Bravo territory now, because I see our little outpost over here for trying to raid those guys. So I don't really want to go over there because I'm not prepared to raid them today. I really need to get started on that again. We haven't done that in a while. I really also need to get the alcohol distiller thing going as well, because we need that for Molotov cocktails. And it's very difficult to beat your way into their base with just a pickaxe. It can be done. It just takes a bit of time. But it's a lot easier if you only have to beat in just a tiny bit, because you have those Molotovs to be able to help you break their door down. Very much appreciating that the storm is subsiding a tiny bit, at least. Loving the forbidden apple and, you know, the crate, the loot, all of that stuff. Okay, what do we got going on down here? I don't think we have a ton of loot in this crate. We don't. I could just drop the rest of that plant fiber in there. It allows us to be able to craft a couple of cordage when we need it down here. Okay, so the fortress base is just over there. The Bravo base is just over there, or up there. Hopefully we can kind of sneak our way in between those guys and not really have to worry about either of them. There's a wolf right there. Just grab this crate. Some gunpowder and things inside. Lovely. Just go way down this direction. Oh dear. Wouldn't be so bad if it was a deer, in fact. It's just not. Okay. We are not taking a chance on that because we're too close to the base. We can't go around the bear. If it hadn't been there, we would have just went through with the wolf, but I don't think it's a very smart idea to go that direction with all of that going on over there. Okay, so there is some scrap metal here. I really wanted to head over and do some cougar hunting today as well, but after that storm was started this morning, I decided not to go over there and do that because it's too noisy. Like, we couldn't hear or see for very far. We wouldn't have been able to find them if they weren't right in their normal location, just because we wouldn't have been able to see them. So maybe the next pretty-ish day that we have, we'll try to get over there and do some more cougar hunting before winter gets set in too horrible and it's too cold for us to do that kind of stuff. I also really, really need to do a little bit of a pearl dive as well, especially in shallow water. So we're able to, you know, try to get a couple of pearls if possible. But yeah, today is just looting right around the base type day. We're not really going to be doing a ton, but we did need to do a few things today. And one of those was grab some plant fiber because we're desperate for that. We need some food as well, but I don't really think I can kill a bear to get it. Ooh, some logs here. There's a crate over there. I would love to lead that bear away from it, but I don't know how easy that's going to be or how smart it would be to do that. But there's a couple of crates over here as well. I might be able to grab this one over here by this rock, provided the bear doesn't come this direction. Grab it and go. There's another crate or two down this direction as well. I don't mind that at all. There's lots of loot out today. I don't know if the snow just makes things a little bit easier to see or if it makes the loot spawn in differently. Let me know how your experiences are with winter looting, because mine have always been a little bit better in the winter, or for the most part, a little bit better in the winter than during the summer. It feels like there's more crates that spawn in right around us, unless it's just because there's been an update and I have not played a lot lately and the loot is spawning in because of that. I'm not sure. But if your success for loot has been better in the winter, generally, let me know. Because I feel like ours is great today. And I know I'm going to jinx it by saying that. And I probably won't find a crate for the next 5 or 6 episodes. But today's been pretty good. Let's just go this direction. And hopefully we can find a locked crate over here. There are a couple of areas where there could potentially be one over here. There's usually a wolf here. Right there. There should be a bear or another wolf up here. This has always been my experience with this area. It never fails that there's a wolf or a bear or something just up here around the 6-log tree. I'm going to try to kill that chicken because we need food, and a chicken is still food. Let's just grab you. Another chicken just up there. I've placed animal traps, small animal traps in this area before, and they never really done any good. So I'm not sure if they were just broken at the time and they're better now. I'm not sure on that either. But the small animal traps that I have had in the past have not been very successful. Or at least not for me anyway. A little bit more plant fiber, never hurt anyone. I don't think I can get that, no. Let's just go up this direction next to the pond. There's generally a locked crate area up here as well. I don't see anything specifically at this moment. I know when the Bravo base was up here in our first season that I would usually tend to bring a lockpick with me because there would generally be a lock crate over next to their base. So not only did we generally have the loot from the base, we also had a locked crate with loot inside as well. So it was definitely worth raiding those guys. And we came out pretty well when we did that also. So generally right around this area, right around this lake is where we tend to find some locked crates. Let's just look around a bit. The base set kind of right in here in season 1. So it is very possible and very potentially a locked crate right in this area. And it could very well be hidden. In the snow, the colors are different. It's so difficult to see things in this particular environment. Okay, I'm not seeing a locked crate over here, but that doesn't mean there isn't one. That just means I'm not seeing it. Let's go this way a bit. And I'm sure that the locked crates will be easier to see when the grass is completely covered in snow. So that would be lovely as well if it would just snow a really, really massive snowstorm and just completely cover the ground like these stone are. And it would be a little bit easier for us. Or at least I think so. Okay, let's just head back down toward the lake. Because I'm not seeing a locked crate over here at all. I'm not seeing very much of anything over here. Okay, our base is which direction? That direction. I just don't want to get over into the valley territory. Probably am getting in that area, generally speaking. Let's just check the map. We are in the Green Glades Meadow. So this is not called the valley on the official map. It's a meadow. And we are in that area. Okay. Let's go back up this direction. There might be a crate over here. Not a crate. Just a shadow. Very pretty out here today. I mean, other than it just being overall yucky because it's snowing so much. There's a crate just here. That's lovely. I'll take you. I have a couple of chickens in my inventory. That'll be enough to get us through a portion of the day. Not very much. Okay, let's just get up here and see what type of ores we have. We're just going to grab them regardless of what they are, because we do need all of them. Are you lithium? You wouldn't be lithium. Nope. I think the next season that we do of this game is going to be a minimalist season. We're just going to see what we can survive with, like exactly what it takes to survive this game. We're not going to craft a humongous base. We might even do some type of caveman series where we build a base, you know, in a cave under a rock or something like that. Because there are a couple of places like this rock in particular we could live under. I think there are still things that you would have to place on a foundation, maybe. So we would definitely not have to restrict ourselves. Oh dear, I did not mean to break that. We wouldn't be able to restrict ourselves to no foundations or anything like that. But we would do a very minimal base. Maybe we would restrict the size of the base. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are on a series like that. Have you seen anybody do series like those? Is that something pretty common for this type of game? Because it is a very long game. It takes a while to get things the way you want them. I'll try to grab that scrap and miss. There's a bear chasing me and my stamina is dropping. Not a fun time for me. I know that this shotgun is not going to be enough. If it continues to chase me and my stamina is absolutely nothing. Okay, let's just try to crouch and regain some stamina. We probably need to eat something. But I don't have a ton of food right now. I do have a couple of veggies, or sorry, a couple of fruit, because apples are a fruit. But I really want to save those. I do have a blueberry that we could potentially eat. I knew I would miss that rabbit. I was not patient enough to kill him. And now he's running away. Not surprised. Maybe we'll see him again before we get home. Maybe that's him. Right there. That arrow went out of the park. And into the water, I'm sure of that. I don't know what it is that I can hit these rabbits that I cannot see. And I cannot kill the ones that I'm looking clearly at. I don't know, guys. Things that don't make sense. But I think overall looting today, we've done very well. It feels like we have anyway. We've gotten quite a bit of loot. Lots and lots of plant fiber. Definitely enough to help with our demand for it right now. Is that a crate over there? No, that's a log in there. I really wish this area would open up fairly soon. As you can tell that it's definitely has some things spawning in. Like there's an onion, I think, right there. There's logs over there as well. That would be lovely. I don't like that this fence just comes down to a sharp point here either. But I imagine it'll open up when the developer sees fit. If it opens up at all. There's a rabbit over here. I know it's there. I'm sure I'm going to miss it. Maybe not. There's a bear with several crates over there. I really need those crates. There's 3 of them over there now. Okay. Can we lead the bear away from those crates? I don't know. Hey there, bear. Okay, maybe he doesn't want to leave the crates, but hopefully he does. There's a wolf. No, that's a deer. That's some free food. Okay, that bear is still chasing me away from the crates, which is nice because we need those. I hope they didn't despawn. I don't think they have. Let's grab this one. Some cloth was nice. We haven't gotten cloth from a crate in a while, I don't think. Some planks are also nice. That deer's just up that direction. Maybe we'll attempt to kill him maybe in the next day. I really hope he hangs around for a bit. Because we need the food for sure. I just wanted to check down here to see if there might have potentially been a locked crate spawn in. I don't see one, and that's okay. We'll hang on to our lockpick for another day. And we'll take it out with us until we are able to find a locked crate to use it on. Alright guys, I'm just going to get in the base, sort this loot out, and call it a day. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.